Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your always great support in this channel. I don't take it for granted. Abraham Kithure Kindiki, the current deputy president in the Republic of Kenya, is confirming to us that the worst is behind us now and we must prepare for it. And now we want to put this into our political discussion. What might have gone wrong to William Ruto's administration, forcing Kithure Kindiki to utter such kind of a word? Yet the government is functioning well. The problem is that leaders we have are very much incompetent and selfish to themselves and cannot deliver the promises they made. This is whatever Kindiki is saying. The worst is behind us now, DP Kithure Kindiki tells Kenyans on Nation. He furthermore carried on by saying, Kenyans should brace for hard economy times. Deputy President Kithure Kindiki has said while calling for patience as the government works to boost household incomes. You must now prepare for the worst economy time, as things are not functioning to William Ruto and Abraham Kithure Kindiki well. Through hard work and the grace of God, we have managed to stabilize the macroeconomic indicators of our country in the last 2 years. These are foreign exchange, the price of oil, and essential commodities such as flour and sugar. And inflation, we know we are not yet there. There is still a lot of work which needs to be done to stabilize the economy. Since the macroeconomic indicators have stabilized, the work remaining in the next 2-3 years before we go to the election is to empower individual citizens to have a little more money in their pockets. Prof told congregation at the Kosio Gospel Outreach Church. And the most interesting part of this is that Kenyans to have money in their pocket. Remember, analyze this. Higher. I want to assure you on behalf of the president that the government will not sideline or discriminate against any part of the country on whatever grounds. This government believes that those who have the opportunity to be nation leaders should champion unity. We must work hard to protect and preserve the unity of our country. Once you are elected as an MCA, MP, senator, or governor, everybody, including the president, becomes the leader and the father of the people within your jurisdiction. This is what will develop our country, he said. It's a very good vibe. But we must ask ourselves, what have made the government not to deliver their promises as early as possible, even within a period of 1 year? Right now, they are in 2 years' time. Remaining 1 year next year and some months, they are going for an election, if I'm not wrong. So we want to put this into our perspective political discussion. That why do you think Kithure Kindiki now seems to fear and telling Kenyans the truth that they are not going to deliver their promises as we think? Admits to his request that Kenyans to re-vote William Ruto again as the second term president. Before I carry on, ladies and gentlemen, may I take this golden chance to thank you and appreciate you so much for your always great support in this channel, and it is my hope and prayer that this video of today is going to find you well wherever you are. I want to thank the new subscribers for your subscription, because if it was not a subscription, then this channel could have not reached where it is as of now. If you've never subscribed to this YouTube channel, kindly do me a favor, take a 1 second and click that notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel. In that next time when I upload to you such kind of a video, the video will automatically comes into your YouTube platform. Let's proceed. Number 1, on whatever I have realized coming from Abraham Kithure Kindiki is that he's distressed and is very much stressed up that this 1 year remaining or 2025 remaining, they are not going to complete things. And now Kenyans are very sharp and aware of this. So the best option is to alert Kenyans earlier that you must prepare for the worst, because there is no way I will convince you that we are going to deliver yet we are not going to deliver. In other words, Kindiki have sensed William Ruto's characteristic. A man who only speak but don't work on action. That is what Kindiki is telling us here. How can you be in the government yet you can't deliver? Do you want to say that the government lacks money to build even roads? Do you want to say the government lacks money to build even hospitals? What about the parents who are starving to pay school fee? Yet they are busy mounting tax on Kenyans. And in fact, to make it interesting that Kithure Kindiki is saying that William Ruto will make now money to be in Kenyans' pocket. He is aware that Ruto, his friend, have made Kenyans dry, whether he is the deputy or not. But he is aware. And tell him, Mr. Kindiki, tell Ruto that you have made Kenyans dry. So, you are not supposed to come and tell that Kenyans to be patient. You made 100 promises that within 100 days, you are going to try to complete them. Even if a child is born, the father in the parents in the family will always struggle and strive to ensure that this child eats, this child is cooked for, this child put on clothes, this child is protected, are all as parents. Unless you are a lazy parent, you are incompetent father, you are incompetent mother, you will not do it. And that is how I can describe this government. It's a government lack of knowledge on how they can find a strategic solution to complete the promises which they made. Remember, this is the deputy president telling us that Kenyans, you prepare for the worst. The deputy president. He can't sit down with the head of state and even try to tell the president, please, if it is a matter of convoy, reduce your vehicles convoy, 50 of them. Kenyans are paying tax. If we wear those huge machines, or whichever we can describe it, those are still on Kenyans' wants. Taxation, sorry. What about the governors? What about the MPs? These are the things which I normally talk about here. You can now see the effect. If I myself at this my age, I can reason more than even Ruto's administration. What is wrong with them? If you know that you can't promise, you can't deliver all promises, why should you try to make Kenyans at least to enjoy the money? That is the question we must ask Kindiki. With him is running away from troubles. He's still pampering Kenyans, you must be patient. Nothing like being patient. Anyone must enjoy the money in this world. When you die while you are rich. Kenyans want to die while rich. They don't want to die while poor. Even God is against poor men, if you don't know. God wants rich people. Rich in spirituality, rich in brain thinking capacity, rich on how they do their things. So this is not a way of convincing Kenyans. You failed and accept it. So as much as you are trying to entice Kenyans, it is very clear that you might be one-term president. Because whatever you are saying is like a dead, you are playing a drum in the funeral, dancing in the funeral, sorry. Yet, you know, the struggle which Kenyans always make in the morning to work for this country and hoping that Kenya will be okay. We have incompetent leaders who are not supposed even to be in the office. We have governors. Yesterday you saw I exposed 10 of them. One of them is a Dimpu governor of Nairobi, Sakaja. Incompetent governor. can't work, can't deliver. His work is to smile because people are saying it's handsome. Are Kenyans ready to eat handsomeness? Are you ready to eat handsomeness, Kenyans? It is now upon you also to make a right choice. That is why the other day I rebuke my people by telling them, it is your mistake because you only ready for handout, but you can't choose a leader which always fulfill the promises. Your work is to ready for 500 shillings. This is what I've derived as behind. And you can see Kindiki's movement. He's saying, no, we can't make it now. Give us time. For how long will Kenyans wait for road to be constructed, hospital to be constructed? Yet you guys, you are enjoying the luxurious life in the government. You've forgotten Kenyans. This is just a silly movement you are trying to expose to yourself, but it can't help at all. So think on how you can help Kenyans. Let's stop this history and focus to deliver the promises. Kama mmeshindwa, I'm here. Call me, I assist you on how you can work in the government then. Kama mmeshindwa na kazi. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your take? I rest my case at this point. I wish you all the best. Kindly drop your opinion on whatever Kithure Kindiki have said. Add me to his letter, resignation letter. Bye bye.